Hello, boys and girls. Back to part two. We stopped off where we were just here at this house, my house, and now we will continue. We will go back to finishing this house, and as I said, there's a garage over here, and there's a couple of windows over there also. So I will draw those windows in. And I'm using, of course, you know what. And this window is longer than this window. Okay, so one window will be longer. As I said, if it doesn't come out 100%, it's okay. You can always fix it later. I can always make these a little bigger so they'll look like that window. And there's a handle here, of course, to the garage. You know, that kind of handle that you lift it up if your clicker breaks. And so I know that's happened to me many times. And I kind of put in a little garbage can here. I don't know. I thought it was kind of fun to put that in. And I put that in here. And it's kind of a little garbage can. And here's a little handle to it. And you can do whatever you want. You can create your own design. I also put in some vines. So here I have my house. And I put in some bushes and some vines in here. So I'm going to do a little bushes here. Very simple. Everything's very simple. Just little, just like that. Very simple. I kept it very simple so you can see the rest of what I'm doing. And you can use your markers, your color pencils. Crayons don't do it, so just use what you have. You can make your house any color you like, any kind of design you like. So I put in just a little trim like this for bushes. Now what else I did here is that I took and I made vines coming up the side of the house. And so I took and I made these vines going up the house like that. I just thought it just gave it something extra. Now, as you can tell, I didn't color this house in because maybe I'll leave it white. So here I have some more vines. And, you know, of course, you have to put on some leaves. So here I put on some vines, as you can tell. But I don't have leaves on them yet. But I just did some vines. And then I'll put some leaves in there where the vines are. And I'll just do simple, almost like little dots, so you can see the leaves that are coming off the vines on the side of the house. And that's really simple to do. Just connect them to the vine. And it gives it a kind of a nice look. It gives it some design quality, as you can see. So I do the same thing on the other side. I'll create some little leaves. And all you have to do with the little leaves is just make kind of little triangles, little kind of shapes, and you get your leaves in there. It's pretty easy. You can see how fast I'm working. It doesn't take long. And I've got my little leaves in there to give this house a design. And so now you can see my vines. There's no flowers on them. They're just green. And now I think I've decided to make the roof in a tile. So I'm going to do it in the barrel shape tiles. So that's the barrel shape, is they're kind of round. So I'm doing them right now, if you can tell, if you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can. And I'm just putting in kind of half circles, half a sun, and I'm adding those in quickly. And that's called a barrel roof. Some of the houses have shingle roofs. This is a barrel roof that I'm making. And so here I have my barrel roof. And a lot of the times the barrel roof is usually in rust colors, like rust and oranges. That's usually what you see the barrel roof in, is rust and oranges. So that was kind of quick. And of course, I'm going to have the barrel roof on the garage because we both, you know, the house has roofs that match to each other. It's like when you're buying a house, you don't want the roof to have a different type of roof on it because it won't look good. So just kind of make those shapes quickly. Pretty easy. And here I have my roof. See how easy and simple this is? Now you can add columns and they can be decorative. You can add whatever you want. You can have a big modern house. Now on these window shutters, I decided I wanted kind of a orange window shutter. And so I take my marker and I'm just going to do some stripes in there to give it some design. As soon as I can open my marker. And which I can't. Okay, let's take this. And I'm going to put these kind of stripes in my shutters, because a lot of times the shutters, you know, they're whatever color, but they have that kind of grainy wood look to it. So I'm going to do it like that. So that's the kind of shutters I would like. So what you do on that is you just follow the angle, the kind of triangle part. You just follow up the line of the triangle, as you can see. Okay? And then whatever kind of curtains you want to make, that's up to you. So maybe I want my curtains kind of a polka dotty thing. And so I'll just kind of make these kind of polka dots in these curtains. Maybe I want my curtains that with some yellow in it or a yellow background in it. So I'll just continue like that. And how you accent it is up to you. So those are my curtains. Now, I don't want to keep these plain like that, so I'm going to do a two-tone effect because the barrel tiles are always usually multicolored in earth tones. So I'm kind of going to work on that, as you can tell. And I'll do them, and you can keep this as simple as you want. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be difficult for you to do. So I'm keeping it a simple drawing, simple house, and do it on your own level. Do you want to do something extravagant? Go for it. Decorate it how you want. I know a lot of you would, I think, prefer simple stuff, so I'm working on a simple way to do this. So now I will continue by adding a different color. I have like a copper color here, and I'm adding the copper color to it, as you can tell. And here I go with the copper. Oops, I put two coppers together. Not good. Remember, you got to separate your colors. But I'll fix that. Find other spaces that you can add. Oops, I put two coppers again together. Not good. So maybe I'll just take a darker brown now and fix that with the darker brown. Right in, yep, that's what I'll do. So I saved myself over there. And that's a good thing about art, because then you can always fix it. You make a mistake, that's okay. Take another color and you fix it. Where do I go now? And just keep working your barrel roof tile, as I'm doing here. And just keep working your barrel roof. As you can tell, this one still has to be done. And so you pick another color and you just keep working. I'm going to leave my house white. I really wanted to make it yellow, but since I put in my greenery to show you how to do this simply, I'm going to leave it white. So now I still have the door, correct? Now, do I want to match it with my tile? With my, yeah, I think so. Maybe I'll match it with that. And so I'll bring that up. Maybe I'll make it two-tone. And so just the way the shutters are, I'll match it with that. And I'll match it with that. And then maybe I'll put some golden tone in there. So it kind of all goes together, the house. So here I go. Okay. And so I have my door. So all you have to do is keep working around it like that. And maybe I will add that kind of orangey peach to these windows here. And I'll just go across like that. Just so the house kind of matches. And maybe I'll do the trim in this color right here on this window frame. So it's all coordinated. So it looks good. And I'll do it over here too. And it's all coordinated. And if you're going to do bushes or a tree in there, you can do that. That's fine. But just use two different tones maybe. And so you can see it well. And just continue with your work. And just keep finishing around. So once again, any style you want. Just make sure that you take another piece of paper. These papers, the ones I'm using, are a little thicker, so you can't. But if you're using computer paper or something, so that you can just trace the outline of this house. Okay? And so you have that for next week. So that's all you have to do with that. Okay? And here I have the little garbage can. And that's usually silver. So I'll just use my pencil on that because I don't happen to have a... and you just press a little lighter. And just a little lighter. And I just felt like throwing in something extra in there. And you've got that. So simple, simple, simple. Or as ornate as you'd like. And... You started this, so you know in school what we're talking about, because you started this in school. I kind of just brought over this color over here for the little mailbox. Whoops, and we got these window ledges that I forgot about. I'm using a, as you can see how well this pencil colors, because I'm using a B pencil. You know, normally you use the number 2 pencil, but you can get pencils and, you know, maybe once you can start going outside, you can buy pencils in different shades and different thicknesses to work with. And I like to, if I'm shading, I like to use a B because you can smudge it better. It's a softer pencil. So you can almost color with it. And maybe I'll throw that gray in with this orange here. As you can see. And I went outside of the line. So I'm going to use my kneaded eraser. I think I spoke to you about that last class. And it's a great eraser. And you can get it at Michael's or any art store because you can like pull it apart. You can mush it back together again. So when you erase, you can just shape it into another form. Or if you want it kind of fine, you can do it fine. So here I'm adding that added stripe with my soft pencil, my B, and you get HB, B. There's all different numbers on your pencils if you like to draw. It's kind of a cool thing to have because you can shade differently with it. And I don't even need to use a gray marker or anything because you can see how that comes out. I'm glad you spent some time with me today. Just God bless. Send my regards to your parents. You have a great day. And I'll see you on Friday. Bye, boys and girls.